This is News 3 Now at 10.
This was the scene in Iowa today as a string of severe weather moved through the state. There were several reports of tornado sightings and some damage as well. This storm system is the same one that's now in Wisconsin. Thank you for joining us. We are still keeping an eye out for potential severe weather here. Let's go right to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with our first warn forecast. Gary?
Well, Charlotte, the good news right now is we have no active warnings for our viewing area, but we still have the threat for severe weather, at least for a couple of more hours. As you can see on high-resolution radar, some heavier thunderstorms north of Madison over toward DeForest, just to the north and east of Partyville into southern portions of Marquette County. The storm that had the tornado warning on it has now moved eastward into Fond du Lac County. Farther to the southwest, more stronger thunderstorms around Dodgeville back toward Platteville. To the north and west of there, things have really cleared out, but to the south and west, still a tornado warning in effect for parts of northeastern Iowa around Monticello. So again, the severe weather is not over with, but at least as we take a look at high-resolution radar now, you can see the eastward progression of those showers and thunderstorms. Some of those producing heavy downpours. Nothing severe right now, but those are the severe weather reports, and a lot of reports of strong winds as well as some hail, and then the tornadoes over northeastern Iowa. Also, back in that same area that had the tornadoes, 2 to 4 inches of rain just over the last 24 hours. Some 1 to 2 inch plus amounts up toward the Dells and Viroqua. Much of the area receiving 1 to 2 inches of rain. A little wider radar perspective shows nothing of significance to the north and west. So once this line of showers and thunderstorms moves through over the next few hours, things should start to improve. But we do have a tornado watch in effect until midnight for much of the area west of Madison. I'll have more details in the rest of the forecast in just a few minutes.
And we're seeing new video from the first round of storms today. People at the Sauk County Fair had to quickly find shelter this afternoon as strong storms rolled through. A viewer sent us this video as the winds and heavy rain picked up while they were under a shelter at the time. You can send weather photos and videos to us at tips@channel3000.com or through our First Warn weather app. And speaking of which, to monitor these storms yourself or away from your TV, be sure to download our weather app. It is free and available right now in your app store. Taking a live look now in downtown Milwaukee, this is the Deer District. My goodness, right outside the Pfizer Forum. Game 4 still going on right now. Here is a look at the latest score. Both teams off to a bit of a slow start tonight, maybe a few jitters to work through, but things picked up in the second quarter. At the half, it was a tie game, 52 apiece, and right now it is 85 to 79 Suns, and we're in the beginning of the fourth quarter. So that Deer District has been getting a lot of attention through the playoffs, showing the passion behind this small town team. We sent our Madeline O'Neill into the craziness today to hear from the fans directly. Hi, Maddie.
Hi, guys. Yeah, definitely a tight game here. Certainly a bit more stressful than it was Sunday night when the Bucks were leading by so much. Fans are breathing a little bit easier, but still plenty of energy here tonight. Fourth quarter just getting started, but during halftime, organizers mentioned they're keeping an eye on severe weather, saying that they're going to keep the party going as long as it is safe to do so, hoping that Mother Nature is a Bucks fan tonight. But for everyone here, just with how close this score has been and how important this game is, there is one focus, and it is on the game.
No one thinks little cities are going to do something big like this.
Rain or shine.
And the energy here is amazing.
Bucks or Suns. Fans are here to support their team.
The best part is it's bringing everybody together in ways that our community hasn't been brought together before. And I love that we can all get together and do something positive, and it's so diverse. That is so awesome.
Whether it's Bucks fans living here in Milwaukee.
I think even people that weren't fans are now fans. They're believing in us now.
Go Bucks!
Or fans from Milwaukee, now living an airplane flight away.
It means everything. And to be able to do it with my son, make a memory he'll never forget, I love it. Everything about it, I love it. Go Suns!
Or even Suns fans transported here to Wisconsin.
If the Bucks win, I'll still be happy. I don't want them to win, but if the Bucks win, it'll be great for Milwaukee, great for Wisconsin, but you always stick with your home team.
Phoenix-raised Ron Jordan came to Milwaukee in 1992 to go to school in Marquette, bringing his love for his team with him.
I've been waiting for my whole life for Phoenix to win. The Suns were the only team, or the only thing that I had, that we all had in Phoenix.
Now all fans have hope their teams will pull it off.
This is once in a lifetime.
We've been hearing Bucks in 6 more times than I can count tonight. Fans hoping that this will be a stepping stone to that. Last I checked, 87-81 here. Fans keeping a close eye on that score, and we will keep you updated during the show on this game as well.
Maddie, thank you. Next at 10, doctors say COVID vaccinations are working to keep people healthy. New data collected by the CDC last month shows 98% or nearly all of patients hospitalized because of the virus were unvaccinated. Positive cases and hospitalizations are rising in places where vaccination rates are below the national average. Parts of Wisconsin are seeing this trend too. Dr. Ann Sheehy works at UW Health. She's been treating COVID patients through the entire pandemic. She says these numbers show how safe and effective our vaccines are and hopes people will put aside political differences to protect their communities.
I hope that when people hear us as healthcare providers, we have no political agenda at all. We live in this community and we care about this community. And, our only agenda is we really want people to be able to survive this pandemic and be healthy.
Doctors say vaccines are also working to protect people from the Delta variant and others, which spread easier than the original virus. Other new data from the CDC is showing a record number of people died from drug overdoses last year. According to the agency, there were more than 93,000 overdose deaths in 2020. That is the most since the CDC started tracking those statistics in 1999. State troopers are calling it a misunderstanding, but the woman involved says it left her traumatized. A woman driving a company car last month in Madison was pulled over and handcuffed at gunpoint after officers mistook the car she was driving as being stolen. They were able to call her boss and work things out. We want to show you some of the dash cam video and audio of the officer explaining what happened to the woman.
Boss listed it as stolen.
He hasn't cleared that up yet?
No. That's what happened.
You guys pointing guns, do you know all the stuff that's going on in the news right now with black people being shot?
Yes, ma'am.
They literally were
totally
pointing guns? Oh my God.
It's a big misunderstanding.
Smith was released from the police car, but also let go from her job the next day. She said she will be taking legal action soon. Well, a pretty serious crash today that could have been much worse. In the town of Bristol, witnesses say a van flipped several times and landed in a nearby river. First responders found it badly damaged about 100 feet off the road, partially submerged in the Mancha River. A woman and 5-year-old child were inside. Both had to be cut out of the van. The woman is in serious but stable condition, and the child, having been in a car seat, was only treated for minor injuries. There was also another pedestrian-related fatality this morning along East Washington Avenue corridor, this time right where the road transitions into Highway 151. Madison police tell us a person was hit by a vehicle and died. It's not a new problem, but in the past year, East Washington Avenue has become a severe one. Before today, 4 people have already died so far this year in crashes along that road. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles is digging into the full picture of safety, or the lack thereof, along the highway.
How I knew Dave was just as a good person.
The person is dead after a crash along East Washington.
I saw the bicycle. I saw a boot still in the street.
David Frischhorn is one.
The thing that I remember the most was his appreciation.
And a string of victims on a road many say isn't evolving along with the rapidly developing corridor.
And it doesn't have to be that way.
East Washington Avenue's history is one of transformation, but certainly not safety.
We're rebuilding it at tremendous public cost, and this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to get it right.
That was Mayor Dave Cheslevich in 2003, proposing that reconstruction decrease lanes. But the state highway's 6 lanes remained in his 2007 reconstruction. The last decade in downtown revitalization brought high-rises, new business, and transformed the formerly industrial corridor into the state's capital, bringing droves of bikers and pedestrians as designed.
All of that brings in a lot more pedestrian crossing and traffic, and you mix that with the driving behavior that we've seen on East Washington Avenue for a long time.
Now Still, the city has an aggravated safety problem that decades of planning still hasn't fully addressed. It's why Karen Andro found herself at David's Memorial.
I came here after the accident, and I prayed right here. I prayed that this will never happen again.
Why Ian Jamison and his wife, moving to the edge of East Wash, won't walk or bike the road.
I think as a city we have a decision to make.
And why Madison police are using state funds to increase enforcement. They're on track to issue more speeding tickets on East Wash so far this year than any of the last 5 full years.
That officer will use a laser speed measuring device, will record the speed of a vehicle, and then he'll get on the radio and call out to officers that are stationed a little bit down the road.
The problem is historical.
Kind of just working under what was originally planned way back in the 1800s, which makes it difficult.
But it's also geographical.
The fundamental problem is that we live on an isthmus. I don't know where else that traffic would go, honestly.
Is it a longer commute? Is it routing them around the isthmus and back across John Nolan?
Nobody wants to expand transportation corridors near them, frankly. So we're fairly well locked into our existing streets.
About 50,000 cars use the roadway daily, channeling thousands of workers between 2 lakes and into the heart of Madison's economy, the capital and the campus. Vision Zero, a 10-year plan started last year to eliminate crash deaths in Madison, is one step, lowering East Wash speed limits, retiming signals, and modifying some crosswalks. It's a plan that also requires changing driver behavior.
When drivers choose to drive that fast and just blatantly disobey traffic laws, it makes it difficult because there's not a lot we can do engineering-wise to cut down on that.
But many people believe the heart of the issue, along what's technically a U.S. highway, is structural. We asked the Department of Transportation if the city could approve things like fewer or narrower lanes. The department sent a statement saying Madison has full operational and maintenance control.
That has led to some conflicts in the past with the state.
The details are far from clear-cut, with pushback on design changes often coming informally from DOT employees, the mayor said.
It is a U.S. highway. The state does have a significant degree of control on the configuration of the highway. And in the past, at least, they have been particularly interested in making sure that that corridor maintains the throughput of traffic that it has.
So what can the city do? Traffic cameras are illegal in Wisconsin, but the mayor said she's now committing to work with the legislature to try to change that, at least for Madison.
I think it is a solution that has been successful in other cities, and I think it's time for us to reopen that conversation.
More pedestrian bridges in addition to this one by Marquette Street are not likely.
People don't use them.
But more protection and division for bike lanes and pedestrian areas, perhaps.
But that is something that we're looking at.
But in the meantime, people like this lady trying to cross East Washington at this poorly visible crosswalk where David Frischkorn died 2 weeks ago live with a more immediate danger.
Better that I get there late and that everybody be safe.
4 News 3 Investigates, I'm Naomi Coles.
Join Naomi on For the Record this coming Sunday to hear extended interviews and more in-depth conversations about this issue, one of a lot of importance to tens of thousands of people. And check online at Channel 3000 for more details from her reporting. Still ahead tonight, we'll get you an updated look at your forecast, plus why NASA says a little wobble of the moon could mean more coastal flooding over the next decade.
Enough to think about maintaining. Good thing the all-new 2022 Volkswagen Taos has a lower cost of maintenance than Toyota RAV4. Come into your Volkswagen dealer today and lease the all-new 2022 Taos S for just $229 a month.
The only thing better than tacos is faster tacos. That's why Johnsonville created its new ground taco sausage. That's right, taco sausage. Premium cuts of ground pork authentically seasoned with cumin and garlic. Next taco night, skip the seasoning packets. Just sizzle and serve. Because with new Johnsonville taco sausage, the only thing between your family and tasty tacos is 10 minutes.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
We all share the same roads, but when an accident happens, we don't always share the same consequences. Big trucks can cause big damage. Injuries can be severe and may require a lifetime of care and compensation. Call Gruber Law Offices today. We can help you from the safety and comfort of your own home. Our virtual sign-up process is quick and easy. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it.
You've got enough to think about maintaining. Good thing the all-new 2022 Volkswagen Taos has a lower cost of maintenance than Toyota RAV4. Come into your Volkswagen dealer today and lease the all-new 2022 Taos S for just $229 a month.
Thursday on News 3 Now this morning, we are headed to a historic landmark in Spring Green.
And how much sun you might see this weekend. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
The grounds at the Alliant Energy Center have been transformed from a COVID vaccination site to a carnival. The Dane County Fair is back and getting ready to reopen tomorrow. Crews worked quickly to get all of the rides, food trucks, and tents assembled, all while dodging today's thunderstorms. The fair runs tomorrow through Sunday. New tonight, Americans are taking advantage of the special enrollment period for Affordable Care Act coverage. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services announcing more than 2 million Americans have signed up during President Biden's special enrollment period. The relief package passed back in March. It made 2 changes to premiums for all enrollees, making it more affordable. The special enrollment period ends August 15th, but it may be extended. Also new tonight, while millions of Americans lost jobs or worked for lower wages in 2020, CEO pay grew substantially. According to AFL-CIO's annual executive report, the average S&P 500 company CEO made 299 times the average worker's salary last year. The highest paid CEO was Chad Richardson of Paycom. His salary was more than $200 million. Some other companies with high-paying executives include The Gap, Chipotle, Hilton, Coca-Cola, and Nike. On that note, make sure you check your bank account. The IRS says about 4 million taxpayers can expect to get their refunds as soon as today. The money will be paid out to people who paid too much on unemployment compensation last year. The government began refunding some of the money to taxpayers in May. The newest round of refund payments is scheduled to go out as direct deposits starting today. Paper checks will go out beginning Friday. And check this out, a dramatic surge in high tide flooding is expected to hit U.S. coastal communities in the next decade. Now, that's according to a new study by NASA. The study published in the journal Nature Climate Change says the rapid increase will start in the mid-2030s. That's when the moon cycle will increase rising sea levels caused by the climate crisis. High tide floods involve less water than storm surges from a hurricane, but scientists say they are still dangerous. And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with an update on the storms we've been seeing tonight.
Well, we continue to watch strong thunderstorms over parts of Iowa and southern Wisconsin, but no severe weather right now across our area. The time lapse from the WIC Skycam shows these storms moving in early this afternoon, and you can see that that squall line kind of sweeping on through with the dark, ominous clouds and the heavy downpours of rain. But here at the station, we picked up about 2/3 of an inch of rain before whatever fell tonight. Right now, high-resolution Doppler Doppler radar shows the heaviest areas of rain just to the north and east of DeForest in the eastern portion of Columbia County, north of Columbus. Some heavier cells over central portions of Green Lake County. Then back toward the south and west, we're seeing a fairly strong thunderstorm just to the east of Platteville, down toward Belmont and Mineral Point. That's heading to the east. And then farther to the south and west, still, look at this, a tornado warning in effect for parts of Iowa. These cells here have been producing tornadoes all evening, but right now, no warnings across southern Wisconsin. On high-resolution radar, you can see this whole area, and we talked about this earlier this evening. Once these storms start forming into a line of storms, the tornado threat goes down for the most part, but the wind threat may come up a little bit. But so far, we've had enough rain that's cooled the atmosphere and prevented any widespread severe weather across southern Wisconsin. But you can see those cells down to the south and west. That's where the tornado threat is a little bit higher. We have had some wind reports. Some of these winds 50 to 60 miles per hour. Some minor damage, also some hail. But the tornado touchdowns have been mainly over parts of northeastern Iowa between Cedar Rapids, Waterloo, just east of Waterloo, down toward Cedar Rapids and Iowa City, and back farther to the south and west. Now, rainfall has also been an issue. You can see a general area. The areas in blue, about an inch of rain. The darker blue, you start getting closer to 1.5 inches to almost 2 inches. And then these areas that are in red, these are actually now probably in the 2 to 3 inch range up toward the Dells, back toward Viroqua. These were the thunderstorm cells that went through northern Columbia County and Marquette County when we had the tornado warning earlier this evening. And then to the west in Iowa, you can see many areas now in the 2 to 4 inch range. They've had some reports of flooding there. So if we don't get a lot more rain, we're probably going to be okay from the flooding standpoint. And you can see this line of storms heading off to the east and southeast. To the west, the tornado watch already canceled for Crawford County, Richland County. Tornado watch in effect until midnight for Madison and Dane County and areas to the west. But the severe weather threat definitely on the way down across southern Wisconsin. That is good news. These storms formed a line basically ahead of a cold front. There was a stationary front around here, and that was providing the focus for thunderstorm activity. The severe weather activity has been farther to the south, where the difference in temperatures has been a little bit higher. So our forecast includes that tornado watch until midnight for Dane County and areas to the west. Look for an overnight low temperature of about 67. Showers, thunderstorms, some of those can produce heavy rain. Tomorrow, a chance of showers and thunderstorms. High temperature at 77. On future track, you can see the storms moving out by early tomorrow morning. Maybe a shower or thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon, but maybe some clearing to the north and west as well. In the 7 to 10 day forecast, notice the rain comes to an end after Friday. We're dry this weekend, all of next week and into next weekend. Highs mid to upper 80s, some humidity, but like I say, mainly a dry forecast. So that is good news there.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. Just ahead in sports, it's a hockey sweep for UW's Athlete of the Year. How Cole Caulfield and Daryl Watts made history on the ice. Zaxon next with sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When it's an appliance for the home, there's more to it than good looks, like a ceiling fan. It's an appliance that keeps us cool and comfortable. It's hot out, and this ceiling fan is working hard for pennies compared to my air conditioner. I went to the fan experts at Madison Lighting to choose a fan that fits our needs perfectly. Big enough to cool the room and the right motor to handle it all. I love the way it looks. Want one? All fans are on sale till July 25th at Madison Lighting on Watts Road.
Here's the thing. When you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. No trade-in required or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Hi, I'm Crystal the Pistol. Goldwyn Cars has over 500 vehicles in stock with new body-style GMC Terrains starting at $22,995 or $350 per month. That's right, Goldwyn Cars has over 500 vehicles in stock with great deals on 2018 GMC Terrains. So hurry in today to get your great deal and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Goldwyn. Go to Goldwyn Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Goldwyn, GoldwynCars.com.
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack is a Patriot. Fresh, sweet, and full of freedom. New red, white, and blue pancakes. This month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
It's time to invest in care. I care for seniors and people with disabilities so that they can live in their homes. That lets their families go to work. Joe Biden's American Jobs Plan will give working families the support they need and jumpstart our economy.
It's better wages and benefits and opportunities for caregivers who are disproportionately women of color, and immigrants.
Tell Congress to pass Biden's plan and invest in care jobs now, because care is essential.
SEIU is responsible for the content of this advertising.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
A News 3 Now investigation uncovered hundreds of workplace safety complaints during the pandemic.
Just 12% were followed up with an inspection.
Too many frontline workers were exposed to COVID.
Taking action to get the information you deserve. News 3 Now investigates.
The Bucks are pulling out all the stops tonight to try and even their series with the Suns. In attendance for Game 4, members of the 1971 championship team, including Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robertson. Craig Counsell, Sheryl Crow, and Donald Driver also in attendance tonight. And they're probably sitting at the edge of their seats for this one. Right now in the fourth quarter, it's tied at 97 with less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Chris Middleton leading the way with the Bucks with 30 points. Game 5, remember, is Saturday in Phoenix. On the ice, Badger hockey had one of its best seasons in history. The women won a national championship, while the men took home their first regular season conference title since 2000. Big reason why? These two. Cole Caulfield won the Hobey Baker, while Darrell Watts was a Patty Kazmaier finalist for the third time in a career. Last year, they combined to score 49 goals, and today, the duo were named Wisconsin's Athletes of the Year. Speaking of hockey, the path to skate for gold on the biggest stage starts and ends with Wisconsin women's hockey. For the upcoming Winter Olympics, there are 14 different Badgers competing for roster spots on either the United States roster or Canada's. The reason why? Well, practice at UW feels a lot like the practices at the Olympics.
Obviously, Wisconsin holds such a long legacy of Olympians and stellar athletes, and it's just amazing to be added to that list.
I don't think there's really a better place to be. You just look at the names that have come out of this place. I feel like every day I practice, it's kind of preparing me for the speed and for the culture that produces, Olympians like this.
On the football field, Wisconsin has had a lot of stars take the field at Camp Randall, and R.J. Young agrees. The college football analyst had some time on his hands while waiting for the upcoming season, and he put together an all-time Big Ten team. Two-time Doak Walker Award winner Jonathan Taylor and Outland Trophy winner Joe Thomas representing UW on offense, while three-time All-American Jim Leonard and J.J. Watt found themselves on defense. And the Brewers added some more local talent to their roster. Milwaukee signed Trevor Tietz to a free agent deal. The Watertown native pitched at Jefferson County Community College last season, struck out 25 batters. The Crews start their second half of the season on Friday in Cincinnati. We're back after this.
It took us years to find the perfect bun for Culver's Pretzel House Pub Burger.
It's got the nice pretzel flavor on the outside, but when you open it up, it's light and airy. Got a nice sweet flavor to it. It literally melts in your mouth.
This bun is perfect for a Pretzel House Pub Burger. Seared fresh beef, tangy mustard bistro sauce, pickled red onions, 2 slices of bacon, served with our signature cheddar cheese sauce.
This bun was made for this burger. This is perfect.
I think it's an awesome burger. Welcome to Delicious.
I rewired everything.
With what?
I don't know, just some stuff. It'll work fine.
Just
Just right would be better than fine, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
That's why Toyota Service Center technicians use genuine Toyota parts. They're designed specifically for your Toyota to work just right.
Sounds really good.
Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Menards has everything you need to maintain your vehicles. Keep your vehicle running smoothly with Shell. Formula Shell Motor Oil provides economical value and performance in a trusted brand. Save today with 11% off. Light up your garage or workspace with Patriot Lighting. This 15,000 lumen LED light swivels to adjust the light where you need it. All Patriot Lighting is 11% off. Save today with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Cheese curds that I'm willing to share. And I want to ride that giant slide over there. So if you've got 11 days to spare, won't you come with me to the Wisconsin State Fair? Won't you come with me to the Wisconsin? Great state of Wisconsin State Fair.
Wisconsin State Fair presented by U.S. Cellular, August 5th through the 15th.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Okay, we continue to watch strong thunderstorms, but no severe thunderstorms right now. But it's raining pretty hard in spots around much of southern Wisconsin. To the north and west, things are clearing out. The tornado watch has been canceled for our far northwestern viewing area, but continues until midnight for Dane County and areas to the west. Hopefully, the severe weather threat will be over in the next hour or two.
Quick update on the
Bucks up 4 with 27 seconds left.
All right, do something good. We'll see you back here tomorrow.